What happens when a walking arsenal fights someone with no plan? Just perfect reactions. Erza Scarlet doesn't bring one weapon to a fight. She brings a war chest. Over 100 re-equipped armors, each tailored for speed, flight, control, or brute force defense. You've seen Mikasa dodge bullets midair, but could she actually outread Erza Scarlet? Mikasa Ackerman turns cities into three-dimensional kill zones, and today she's hunting. Because if she can't land a hit, Erza doesn't just win. She deletes you in armor you've never even seen before. We're testing whether near precognitive instincts and Ackerman acceleration can break through a system built to counter everything. If Mikasa can't land a hit in 3 phases, it's over. But if she can, Erza might run out of answers. This is strategy versus instinct, toolkit versus killshot. So, how do you hit what lives in your blind spot? Which brings us to the core threat, Mikasa's 3D kill box.
No point.
She turns rooftops, alleys, and bell towers into a moving trap. Every ledge is an ambush lane. Every wall is a pivot. She draws you into angles you don't see until the blade is already past your guard. ODM mobility is controlled freefall with gas-propelled grapples. She drops to build speed, snaps a line to steal momentum, and fires a second anchor to swing across your center line. She can enter and exit a threat cone faster than most opponents can rotate their core. That's why her approach feels unfair. You swing at where she was, not where she's going. And Mikasa isn't just good at this. She's recognized as being as valuable as 100 average soldiers for a reason. Erza's raw power doesn't matter if she can't make contact. Early exchanges favor the soldier who reads momentum and punishes overcommitments. Mikasa does that on instinct. She forces a whiff, then catches the angle. Her standard Titan slaying route is surgical. Anchor high, dive to build speed on a downward arc. Snap a second line, pivot around the target's nape, and chain a micro-strafe to dodge counterswings. That sequence isn't flashy, it's efficient. It works on targets far larger and stronger than any human-scale foe, as seen from Trost onward when she stabilized the supply, HQ push, and protected key assets under pressure. Ackerman Awakening is the engine. It grants heightened fighting instincts and exceptional self-control, fueled by inherited battle experience from previous Ackerman through the paths. Stack that on top of brutal training and you get acceleration and reflexes that feel unfair. She doesn't waste motion, she stacks tempo. Think of ODM flow like a fighter jet dogfight inside an urban canyon. Altitude control sets your options. Energy management decides who stalls first. Vector swaps carve no-fly zones around the opponent's center line. If you drift into that band, she cashes in. Her reads look precognitive because she patterns you in real time. She baits a guard, feints a pass, and cuts off the escape before you commit. She's also adaptable with tools. Thunder spears for standoff blasts, thrown and detonated with accuracy that outpaces their inventor. Early on, Mikasa probably lands the first touch. Nick the armor. Force distance, test reactions, stack tempo before counters come online. Now we test whether perfect execution can be denied by perfect counters.
If I could still guarantee their safety.
Erza answers momentum with options. The superior solution, Erza's adaptive warfare. What beats perfect execution? Perfect answers on demand. Erza doesn't hard counter once. She re-counters every new line you draw and keeps initiative while doing it. That's the difference between a clean opener and a fight you can't reset. Equip is the switchboard. Instant loadouts that shift stats and rules in a blink. Speed sets for quick draw exchanges, flight sets to rewrite vertical play, area control sets to choke space, and defense erasure when you need a clean finish. She swaps mid-swing. She rewrites the matchup mid-sentence. Her reputation as Titania in Fiore is built on that adaptability and sharp battlefield reads. So can she switch fast enough under pressure to deny Mikasa's best angles? Yes, because each set targets the layer Mikasa needs next. Kill the altitude, prune the roots, absorb the hit, cut the tether, then outrun the reset. Altitude control comes first. With flight armor, Erza meets Mikasa at the apex, erases the top-down arc, and turns dives into even-footed trades. When the sky lanes close, ODM spins more gas and anchors just to hold parity. Then we constrain approach. Flame Empress armor brings resistance to heat and lets Erza project pressure that narrows safe corridors. Heat near anchor points and along likely lines of travel makes those entries costly and unreliable. Impact insurance covers the panic pivot. Adamantine armor buys survivability against heavy blows and burst exchanges, letting Erza stay in the pocket through attacks that would finish human-scale opponents. Durability buys turns. Turns buy checkmates. Next is defense erasure. Nakagami armor cuts through defenses and interrupts momentum. If Mikasa commits to a tether and sling burst, this set punishes the line and the body on contact. Finally, we hit speed, parity, clear heart clothing, strips to pure offense and speed, bringing blade fundamentals to the forefront once Mikasa risks close quarters. When draws get tight, Erza wins the cut. Sequence matters. Claim air, restrict roots, survive the spike, then finish fast. That's adaptive warfare at work, and it sets up our final goal. Mikasa brings a flawless opening plan. Erza brings 100 closing arguments. Adaptive warfare favors the fighter who rewrites the map mid-fight, and Erza does that with documented tools. Flight armor to contest altitude, clear heart for speed and clean offense, adamantine for damage soak, and Nakagami for defense break. That toolkit meets Mikasa's elite ODM, near precognitive reads, and Titan bisecting execution head-on, and still closes the door. We did see a clear power gap supported by feats, Erza's high-end destructive showings versus Mikasa's building scale outputs, but the deciding factor was option denial at speed. Tell us your armor rotation against ODM angles. The winner is Erza Scarlet. Subscribe and join as a member to see more battle analysis.